current global economic landscape is arguably characterized by bipolarity, with the United States and China exerting the most significant influence on trade, finance, technology, and geopolitics. This structure is the result of a complex historical evolution involving shifts in economic power, technological advancements, and geopolitical changes. Historical evolution of global economic power. The world economy has transitioned through various phases of dominant powers. Pre-19th century, multipolarity. Before the Industrial Revolution, multiple empires, including China, India, the Ottoman Empire, and various European powers, held significant regional economic influence. 19th century, British hegemony. The Industrial Revolution propelled the British Empire to the forefront, establishing it as the dominant economic force through its industrial prowess, colonial reach, and control over global trade routes. Mid-20th century, Cold War bipolarity, US and USSR. Following World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union emerged as superpowers with contrasting economic ideologies, capitalism versus communism. The Bretton Woods system, 1944, solidified the US dollar as the primary global reserve currency, granting the US significant economic leverage within the capitalist bloc. Late 20th century, US unipolarity. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 ushered in a period of US dominance, often referred to as a unipolar world. The Washington Consensus, advocating for free market policies, further extended US economic influence globally. 21st century, the rise of China and economic bipolarity. China's remarkable economic transformation, initiated by the 1978 reforms, propelled it to become the world's second-largest economy. By the 2010s, China began to challenge US dominance across various economic dimensions, marking a shift towards the current bipolar configuration. The transition to economic bipolarity. The emergence of the US-China bipolar economic system can be attributed to several key factors. China's economic ascent. China's rapid industrialization, fueled by its role as the world's factory through mass manufacturing and competitive labor costs, attracted substantial foreign investment and facilitated technology transfer. Its unique model of state-led capitalism enabled the rise of powerful national champions in strategic industries. Relative decline in US manufacturing. The US economy underwent a process of deindustrialization, transitioning towards a service-based model. This shift, coupled with rising national debt and wealth inequality, arguably contributed to a relative weakening of its manufacturing base compared to China. Geopolitical and technological competition. Increasing strategic rivalry between the US and China has manifested in trade disputes, particularly the trade war initiated in 2018, and a technology race focused on critical areas like semiconductors, artificial intelligence, and 5G infrastructure. The development of parallel financial infrastructures, with the US controlling SWIFT and China promoting the yuan through CIPS and digital currency initiatives, further underscores this bipolar dynamic. Emergence of competing alliances and blocs. The US and China have cultivated distinct networks of alliances and economic blocs, reflecting their differing geopolitical and economic priorities. US-led groupings include NATO, the G7, and the Quad, while China has fostered organizations like BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Key features of the current bipolar economy. The current bipolar world economy exhibits several defining characteristics. Aspect: US-centric system, China-centric system, currency, US dollar, dominant global reserve. Yuan, increasingly used in trade. Trade frameworks, USMCA, historical influence in TPP, RCEP. Belt and Road Initiative. Technological leaders. Leading firms in software, internet, biotech, ascendant firms in 5G, AI, e-commerce. Economic model, primarily free market capitalism, state-influenced capitalism. Future implications of the bipolar system. The continuation of a bipolar world economy carries significant implications. Decoupling. The potential for economic decoupling, particularly in strategic sectors like technology, could lead to the formation of distinct and less interconnected supply chains. Currency competition. While the US dollar's dominance as the global reserve currency is unlikely to be imminently challenged, the increasing use and digitalization of the yuan could gradually alter the international financial landscape. Increased geopolitical tension. Economic rivalry may exacerbate existing geopolitical tensions, potentially leading to increased trade barriers, technological restrictions, and proxy conflicts. The role of emerging powers. The future trajectory of the world economy will also depend on the rise and influence of other significant economic powers, such as India and the European Union, which could potentially contribute to a more multipolar system. In conclusion, the current bipolar world economy, shaped by the interplay of the United States and China, represents a significant shift from the unipolar moment of US dominance. This structure, rooted in historical economic transformations and ongoing geopolitical competition, presents both opportunities and challenges for the future of global economic relations.